Have you ever wondered why the aftermath of narcissistic abuse feels more than just emotional recovery? Why it shakes you to your very core and leaves you questioning every thought you knew? Today, we're diving into the profound spiritual underpinnings that often follow narcissistic abuse and how it reveals the darkness many never knew existed. If you have awakened from narcissistic abuse, then by now you understand that narcissistic abuse is spiritual warfare. And the person that you were dealing with was attacking you at your core. And because of that, then this affected every facet of your being. Now, today's video was inspired by a comment left right here on the channel. And M writes, "Who knew there was this invisible war for our soul in the spirit realm? And that we are spirit operating a human body, and most humans living amongst us are black holes and empathy impaired and stuck in the third dimension, or asleep, which is just as dangerous. Who knew there are people who happily plot on their beds and scheme on ways to dim our light and destroy the living? Who knew there are witches and warlocks performing sorcery and spells on you, and that it is your family and the ones closest to you who will cruelly betray you in the most disgusting ways? Who knew people would go as far as risking their own life to hurt you, and there are just as many other wicked people willing to assist them? This was not taught in schools, and unfortunately, these human clones have infiltrated every part of our society. Different masks, same evil spirits." You know, this awakening isn't easy. At first, it oftentimes feels overwhelming, as if your world has been turned upside down. So now you can see the games, you can see the lies, and the way these people operate. This is because they mirror you so that you do not see their own internal void. But when we face this darkness, we are also forced to face our own light, our true self, the strength within us that we did not know we have. So people, it is important that you truly understand that life is spiritual. Darkness exists, and so does light. Hence, it is important to understand the level of consciousness that someone is operating at. Because if you're dealing with a low vibrational being, then they're going to behave in a low vibrational manner. They're going to try to drag you down to their level because, well, they're incapable of getting up to yours. And understand that when we are talking about pathological narcissists, we're talking about people that are stuck at the bottom of the consciousness ladder. Hence, misery loves company. And you will see where, if you're dealing with a narcissist, if you're dealing with these black holes, they are energy vampires. They are people addicts. They need other people to feed. And this is why oftentimes on the channel you hear me state that just like a mosquito, every single day a narcissist wakes up, they need to find supply. Similarly, every single day a mosquito wakes up, they need someone to bite. And if you don't believe me, ask your local neighborhood mosquito. Every single day a mosquito wakes up, that mosquito knows intrinsically, innately, instinctually, it needs someone to bite. It doesn't want to bite someone, it needs someone to bite. So understand that if you are dealing with a narcissist, you're dealing with a very parasitic individual. And if you are communing with them, if you are commingling with them, then they are going to drain your energy because they are black holes. They are walking voids. They have an inverted spirit. They are stuck in the upside down, in a permanent state of regression, because they are incapable of finding the light within. And because they are incapable of finding the light within, because they cannot self-reflect, then they grow darker and darker, and their souls eventually get taken over. And this is why you're dealing with a reprobate mind, someone that is losing their mind. They have a dark soul. They are losing control of their mental faculties. They cannot regulate their emotions, and you will see where oftentimes these individuals are impulsive and compulsive. Because if you abandon the self, if you abandon your inner light, then this allows dark force energy to step in. If one abandons the self, well, they cannot self-reflect, because to self-reflect, you need a self, but narcissists only have a false self. What they have is a maladaptive ego. So when one abandons the true self, well, a false self develops, and narcissists today believe that they are the false self. So you're dealing with a captain that abandoned the ship. And in abandoning that inner light, that inner spiritual essence, they abandoned their goodness, and their souls atrophied, and their hearts hardened. So it is important to understand that if you're dealing with a narcissist people, you're dealing with someone that is very dangerous, because they're stuck in the danger zone. They're stuck in victim abuser consciousness, which means that any relationship that you get into with them will be a victim abuser type 1, because that is the level of consciousness that they operate at. And there are 8 billion people on this planet, and we all do not exist in the same dimension. Pathological narcissists are stuck at the bottom of the consciousness ladder, unable to ascend because they have too much baggage. They have not dealt with their demons. Hence, these demons are taking them over. And know that you cannot love a demon, and a demon cannot love you back. It does not want your love. It wants your subservience. It wants you to worship it. It wants its foot on your neck, and you're not supposed to complain. That is what you get from someone that is stuck in their lower ego, that is stuck in victim abuser consciousness, that is stuck in the 3rd dimension. That is what you get from someone that is unconscious, that is asleep, that is in the upside down, that is in the underworld at a vibrational level. So at a physical level, what you will see is abuse. You will see that they will eventually betray you. They will eventually cheat on you. They will steal your money. They will lie on you. They will smear your name. They will triangulate you. Because if you're dealing with someone that is stuck at a low vibrational state, then they will behave in a low vibrational manner. They will act like a creature because they have lost their humanity. Again, you cannot love a demon, and a demon cannot love you back. Demons do not want your love. They want your subservience. They want you to put up with and accept and tolerate their inappropriate behavior. They want you to stay in victim abuser consciousness with them, because if they are the abuser, then you're the victim. And you can go in this back and forth toxic cycle, wash, rinse, spin, and repeat around this demonic carousel called the narcissistic abuse cycle. And it is a cycle because you're dealing with someone that has a reprobate mind, a mind that does not work. However, know that you, in your level of consciousness, you have the ability to get the courage to walk away and stay away and heal. Narcissists don't have that ability. They are too caught up in their pride, that grandiosity, their egomania. So an egomaniac believes that they're perfect, so there's nothing for them to change. And if there is nothing for them to change, then they don't grow. And this is why pathological narcissism is regressive. This is why these entanglements get worse with time. It's going to crash and burn because it's a liability. It's not an asset. If someone cannot self-reflect, they cannot grow. Pathological narcissists abandon their true selves in childhood, and an ego developed. An egomaniac believes that they're perfect. There is nothing for them to change. Hence, it is of the utmost importance, people, if you're listening to this message, if you're watching this video, that you get the courage to walk away and stay away from these pathological personality types. Because they do not have the capacity to change. They're getting worse. They age like milk. They don't age like wine. However, you can get the courage to walk away and ascend and heal and find people that are at your level of consciousness. What you'll find in the third dimension, stuck in the third dimension, is dysfunction, is drama, is chaos, is abuse. Know that your spiritual awakening allows you to spot the patterns of manipulation, not just in your past relationships, but in other areas of life. You start to see the toxic dynamic in society, in institutions, and even in your own belief systems. This isn't just about healing your heart. It's about reclaiming your soul. And as you embrace this new awareness, you'll realize the gift in the pain. It has opened your eyes to the truth, the darkness that exists in some people, and the light that has always been within you, waiting to shine. Now, if today's video resonated with you, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Visit us at narcdojo.com, that is narcdojo.com, for more resources to support you on your healing and transformation journey. Sheikah is the name. Until next time, keep setting boundaries and putting your well-being first. You've got this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.